the collector's edition for Final Fantasy 16. You know, I haven't made one of these fucking videos in a long time. And that's because, virtually every video game now has a collector's edition. So it's like, what am I supposed to do? Make a video for every single goddamn game that comes out? At some point, I just threw my hands up and said, fuck it, y'all have at it. But this really got to me. I was like, there ain't no way people are gonna buy this shit. But of course, Final Fantasy fans, the intelligence level, I've been saying it for a long time, just not very sophisticated. Someone on one of my last videos stated that they had bought the collector's edition, the Final Fantasy 16. And I didn't know what was in the collector's edition for Final Fantasy 16. So I got curious and I was like, let me go ahead and, look up, see what's going on with the supplemental editions for this game. I go on IGN here. Looks epic. Of course, some fucking dumbass gaming journalists would write something like that. There's nothing epic about this shit at all. Now, see, the base game itself is already $70, right? That's going to be the standard price for video games going forward, which, I've spoken about that in the past. I'm not really in support of it, but if you want to continue being active in the hobby, I mean, that's what it is. Base game is already $70. Then it has a deluxe edition, which is $100. And so in the deluxe edition, you get like a map, which is stupid, and I'm about to explain why that's stupid. You get a steelbook, and you get some, special packaging, and that's it. For $100. Now that within of itself is a ripoff. The deluxe edition is bullshit within itself on its own. But let's take a look at the collector's edition. The collector's edition. So you get everything that you get in the deluxe edition, and you also get 2 extra items. And so the 2 extra items you get, I'm sorry, you get some digital content. You get a bonus weapon, which you're probably not really going to need in the game itself. So, whatever that, the hell with that. But you get a set of 8 pins. You get some fucking pins. I guess people really need that goddamn pin set, right? So you get 8 pins, and then there's the coup de grace. You get this unique statue. Let's take a closer look here. Yeah, you get this statue of summons in the game, having a tussle with one another. Oh, and you get this big ass box that you probably can't do anything with. Won't fit anywhere on a standard desk or someplace of that nature. So you're probably gonna have to put the bitch in the closet or the attic at some point. But I mean, I'm looking at this and they're charging what for this? $350. And I guarantee if you order this online, which you would have to, you're also going to pay for shipping and tax. So it's actually going to be more than that. There's not enough items here in this collector's edition to where all of that is worth it. Oh, and going back to the map, right? The reason the map is bullshit is because Final Fantasy 16 is not an open world game. It's a linear game compared to Final Fantasy 15, and that was revealed in one of the interviews. Something else the trailers have failed to properly address, which is why I said in the last video I made on this game that the trailers leading up to the Revenge trailer most of them have been bullshit, because the trailers haven't properly communicated what this game is supposed to be. So you get a map that's pretty much useless. You get a steelbook case, which, okay, that's fine. Is it worth $100? No. You get 8 pins, and it's like, okay, so what are you going to do with those? And then you get the statue that you can't do anything with. And just to reconfirm the price, I went on the Square Enix store, and it's the same price there. $350. And I'm actually curious because I could buy this right now if I wanted to. Go to checkout here. Check out as a guest. So there's two shipping methods for this. You can either choose to have the product be sent in separate shipments, or you can send all the products together in a unique shipment, which they say here in disclosure, this may result in a delay to your entire order. So whatever the case, you have standard shipping, which is 3 to 7 business days, and they tack on another $40 right there. So as I stated earlier in the video, the initial list price is $350, but when you include the shipping and when you include the taxes, it's actually a lot more. So your grand total is $421.18. Oh shit. Now, I don't want to make fun of the guy who left that comment on my video, but at the same time, I must ask the audience here, does this look like it's worth $400 to you? And then when you combine this with Square Enix's terrible fucking track record and the fact that virtually every single game that they've released over the last decade plus has been mediocre to terrible, I mean, it would seem to be a fool's errand to me to go and give them $400 for a game that you don't even know if it's going to be good or not. And even if the game turns out to be good, hell, if the game turns out to be great, it's not worth $400. I can guarantee you that. And then if you compare this to other collector's editions for other upcoming games, let's take a look here at the collector's edition for the Resident Evil 4 remake. So this is going for $250, right? So it's much cheaper than this bullshit from Square Enix. Oh, let me get rid of this tab right here because I'm not buying that shit. If you look at the contents here for the Resident Evil 4 remake, you get the game, you get a steelbook case, you get a statue, so you still get your fancy ass statue for a much cheaper price than the bullshit that Square Enix is trying to shove down your throat. You get a map, just like these editions here for Final Fantasy 16. You get an art book, you get a digital soundtrack, you get a poster, and you get some DLC stuff, which includes alternate costumes, something you don't get with this. Oh, and you get a treasure map, you get accessories, you get a soundtrack swap, and you get some deluxe weapons, all for $250. Now, don't get me wrong, I still think this is a ripoff too, but it's a much cheaper ripoff compared to this. Another example, the collector's edition for the upcoming Dead Space remake. Let's see what's in here as far as the contents go. So you get a physical copy of the game, you get some deluxe edition content, which includes some alternate skins. I've actually seen the alternate skins as far as the costumes go for the deluxe edition for this game. They actually look pretty good to me. Just saying. You get a collector's box. You get a replica of Isaac's helmet. I mean, that's pretty cool. You know, that's better than a stupid ass statue if you ask me. I'm assuming this helmet is wearable so you can at least put it on and pretend that you're in outer space and you're fighting homicidal aliens, I guess. So, you know, at least it has a use, unlike this this fucking statue right here. Oh, in fact, it says it's full size and it's wearable, and it has working lights. So, it has a use. You can do something with it. That shit's probably heavy as fuck. I wouldn't put that shit on, but hey. If your head gets stuck in there, you fucked. And then you get a CD, you get the game soundtrack, you get a lithograph print, you get whatever the hell this is, a foil stamped lithograph folio. I don't know what that is, but yeah, you get that. You get 4 mini posters, you get a patch, an enamel pin, you still get a statue, and you get a steelbook. And the price for this is $274. Still cheaper, much cheaper than this bullshit from Square Enix. It's strange to me that they would come up with a collector's edition like this, because if I look at the last major Final Fantasy game that was released, with Final Fantasy 15, let's take a look at the collector's edition for that. So this article is old. This is back in May of 2016. This is what they did for the, as they called it at the time, the Ultimate Collector's Edition for Final Fantasy 15. But look at how much shit that you actually got compared to this. They gave you an action figure, which the action figure, you know, you can actually move around and pose or do something with the motherfucker, you know what I mean? You got 2 steelbook cases. You got a soundtrack, you got like a mini anime, you got a movie, you got the game, you got an art book, you got a bunch of digital content here, and special packaging. And all of that you got for $270, which at the time I was saying, you know, that's a ripoff. I've never seen a video game at the time be priced anywhere near that high for a collector's edition. And it seems Square Enix thought, well, here's what we're going to do for Final Fantasy 16. We're going to give you less materials in the collector's edition, but we're going to charge you even more than what we did the last time. You know, I'm going to use myself as an example, all right? Because, you know, some motherfuckers are probably upset at me. Just so I don't rub certain people the wrong way, I'm going to use myself as an example. So when The Last of Us Part 2 was coming out, I was so excited for this fucking game right here. And I hate collector's editions for video games. Hate it. But I was so excited for this game, I was like, I'm going to get the collector's edition for this. And the collector's edition came with a lot of shit. You know, it came with a lithograph, came with a, you know, mini art book, came with some enamel pin stickers, it came with a, you know, 12-inch statue, digital soundtrack, art book, making of documentary. So it came with all that shit. And the original list price was only $170. It was below $200 that I got all that shit for, which makes it much cheaper than these other collector's editions for these upcoming video games. Now, I still have the collector's edition for The Last of Us Part 2, but I really haven't done anything with it. In fact, it's sitting in my closet. The statue is in the box. When The Last of Us Part 2 actually came out, and I sat and played the game, the full thing from start to finish, I was left disappointed, and in my retrospective I said it's one of the worst sequels I've ever played. So all of this that I got was pretty much a waste. It was a waste of money. Now again, even if Final Fantasy 16 turns out to be a great game, which at this point is yet to be seen, this is not worth $400. I don't give a fuck what anyone has to say. If you try and sit up here and defend this shit, you're gonna have to take your ass on somewhere. This is not worth $400. Plain and simple. You are out of your fucking mind if you spent money on this. To those that have already pre-ordered the collector's edition for Final Fantasy 16, you best pray to whatever god that you believe in that when this game comes out next year, that it's the best game that Square Enix has ever made. Because it would be a goddamn shame if Final Fantasy 16 comes out and it's just okay, or it's just good, or even worse, it's mediocre, or it's bad. If it turns out to be any one of those four, you only have yourself to blame.